Good morning. Happy favorite day of everybody, Monday. It's 5:43 a.m., 3:31, 25, and I'm tired. Why is he tired? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. All I can say is it's bullshit. Yep, it's bullshit. Man, it's bullshit and a bunch of freaking jerk-offs, man. Telling you, I'm just getting my coffee together here. I think it's episode, oh my God, I don't even know, 34, I'm guessing. Where'd I do that? Sorry. I'm not sorry. I am sorry. Sorry. All right. Just a little longer here. There. Man. Monday, bloody Monday. It's my Wednesday. Yep, it's my Wednesday. Wednesday of mine, it is. All right. Now I got my cup of life. Woo, what up? Man, telling you. Just a bunch of monkeys. See what's going on here. Coffee, man. I don't know if I could get through life without it. I'm telling you. That's the one thing I will never give up. Okay, unless doctor tells me to for some reason. Oops. I'm tired. Wrong code. Shoot. All right. So I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Probably 5 hours sleep because idiot neighbors decided to throw a party on Sunday night till 1 a.m. and they party outside, of course, so the whole neighborhood can hear their loud ass talking till 1 a.m. Laughing, carrying on, throwing their bottles and stuff in the recycle thing real loud. It's fucking stupid, man. People are so clueless, or they just don't care. I guess I was like that when I was young too, though. You know, now I can see why people got pissed when I was younger at me and my friends. But now it's my turn to be the one to complain and get pissed. On top of that, we had terrorists lighting off their damn fireworks until 12:30 last night. Probably about 20 of them, 20 explosions. I finally called the cops on that. And it's, of course, as soon as I called the cops, they stopped. So that's good. It worked. Because I heard the helicopter show up. I think other people called too because the helicopter showed up literally like a minute after I hung up the phone from talking to the dispatch. So I think other people put some complaints out too. I mean, it was every 10 minutes. Boom. Every 10 minutes for like 2 hours, man. It was ridiculous. I finally had enough. But that stopped after the helicopter showed up and probably some cruisers. It stopped. So either they got the point because they saw the helicopter looking around in the area, or they actually got caught. Hopefully they got caught, because doing that till 12:30 in the morning, that's pretty rude, man. Pretty idiotic. That's one thing we didn't get into, was fireworks when I was a kid. We're just more into like partying and doing crazy stuff with our cars. But it is what it is, man. It's the kind of people I live around here, that live around me here. Freaking party animals like I was. Not terrorist, though. I wasn't a terrorist. All right, let's check Facebook here. Ow. Mondays are still kind of hard for me, though, because, it's just a mental thing. It's like most people are not the happiest on Monday, because it's their Monday, literally, you know. Not much on Facebook. But yeah, pretty rough night trying to get to sleep. Kept getting woke up. As soon as I'd fall asleep, I'd get woke up. And that went on till almost 2 a.m. Damn it. So there's talk about Trump doing a third term. And Trump's talking about it too, and he's not joking. That would be awesome. I wish. Even though I am already sick of these protesters and people sniveling and bitching and moaning online all the time, nonstop. That gets old. I mean, it's to the point now where I'm deleting people on Facebook just because I'm sick of seeing it, They're still my friends, but I'm just sick of seeing their bitching and moaning all the time. And they're, pushing their left ideologies all the time. Yeah, man. Vinnie Moore used to just shred. You should hear this guy. Let's see. After their commercial. Damn, I wish I could shred like that, man. Damn. Real shred. That's amazing. Vinnie Moore. There's guys that are just on a different level, man. A high-ass freaking level. They have all the theory, all the natural ability. It's just incredible. Let's see what else is going on here. I don't really have a whole lot to say besides what I've already said. And, getting disrupted in my sleep there all the time, and I'm tired. And Trump's going to try to run a third term, which is awesome news. I hope so. I don't know he could do that. Well, there's not, anything really. Oh, here we go. Elon Musk exposes paid Soros agitators. Yep, that the one I was talking about yesterday when I showed the little clip of the Elon protesters. I think a lot of those people were paid because that's what my gut was telling me. By the way they were acting, so aggressive, and it's like they were doing it on purpose, and that tells me they were probably paid. And of course, George Soros behind it, Mr. Satan himself. Wish that guy would already pass. If I could wish anybody to pass, it would be Soros, because he's evil. He needs to go. Just be done, old man. I love this message from George Foreman, his final message. Right here, let's hear it.
The firestorm swept
after their commercial, of course. Nailed the coffee. All right, here we go.
175 billion.
And I didn't know that the Clippers had.
There we go.
And at this day, I just found the good
Start
Lord.
from the beginning.
Way back in the 70s. And at this day, I just found the good Lord. And I must have been about 28 years old. But I was able, as I going into the ministry and everything, I shaved my mustache. I had no pride in that. And then I bought Clippers. I was not willing to go back into the barbershop in those days and listen to what people had to talk about. I stayed out of there, so I bought some Sears clippers. And they had you could put on the lower level where you can cut your hair low on the side, and then on the top you put it on and you could trim it on top without cutting much off. And I did that for a while, but one day while not paying much attention, I was cutting my hair and a big S went in my head. And I didn't know that the clippers had the little separators had fallen off. And I looked in the mirror. I tried everything I could to shape it right. But it looked like something had happened to me. So I got the clippers and cut every drop of hair off my head just to make it even. Then I said to myself, I was living in Marshall, Texas alone. I had this little skull cap, the little beanie that you put on your head. I said, nobody will see it. I'll just wear it like this until it grows back. And at the same time, I was going daily to this ice cream store, again in Marshall, Texas. And at the same time, I was going daily to this ice cream store, again in Marshall, Texas. And there was this nice looking girl who would always give me a smile, the young lady at the ice cream shop when I'd buy ice cream. But one day I'd gotten there, and one of the girls who helped her just bust out laughing. Boy, she burst out laughing. I kind of laughed again. Then I looked at the other girl that I kind of had my eye on. She just started sniggling. I said, what is wrong with them? And I looked up. I had forgot to put my skull cap on. There I was sitting there with a bald head. I never went back to that ice cream shop. I never did. But after a couple of days, I had to have a long talk with myself. I said, here you are. You got your big shoulders, and you got about more than $800 in the bank. And you had a nice car, a Cadillac car, and you ashamed of yourself for something like that? And I never wore hair again. I never did.
Wow.
Not because I thought it was nice looking, but the idea, I looked around and fumbled around in the mirror, and I recaptured something that my mother loved about me, my face. She liked me. And I started to see myself and like myself again, too. That's why I never wore hair again. I fell in love with me. And I never was ashamed of it. And I never grew hair again. Strange thing, though, the last few years, I had this mind to get some dreadlocks. And I thought maybe about a wig because the little bird started stealing more of my hair.
Huh.
And just a message to everyone, like yourself. Something goes wrong with you, always like yourself. If you like yourself, others will look at you and say, you know, I like her as much too. I still like him.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is George Foreman.
Yeah, that's a pretty good message, man. Rest in peace, George Foreman. He was one of my childhood favorites, man. But, you know, for a bigger guy, like I said, 76 years old, that's a good run for a dude his size, man. Usually, dude, bigger guys like that, they barely make it to 60. Sorry. So, the plumber is going to be by today after I get off work to fix this one side, the plumbing. At least the leak's fixed. I mean, that thing's pulling the water down quick now. But, you know, it needs to be right because I don't need the reason for having a P-trap in the sink is because it'll keep the gases from regurgitating back into the house and it can make you sick. So you have to have the P-trap. And I don't know if my worker has the knowledge to install one properly. So I'm having the plumber professional come out today when I get off work and handle that. So I'm going to spend some more money, but it needs to be right. I'll feel better too if it's right also. So it is what it is. But I'm kind of short on time today. It's already 6 o'clock. I got to get my breakfast going and my lunch made and get this day knocked out and then get this kitchen back together once and for all. I mean, this guy looked like a tornado came through here, man. He definitely is not the cleanest of workers, man. I mean, he made a big mess, man. I just want to get things back to normal, clean. So, I just want everything back to normal and clean and figure out what I'm going to do next because it's never ending, So that's pretty much all I got for today. I don't want it to turn into a 5-hour long video, but I'm feeling pretty good besides being a little groggy. I'm just still doing the elliptical. I'm not back to my weights yet. I don't really feel like I need to yet. Part of working out, especially your muscles, is you have to have quite a bit of recovery time because, if you're doing something like still being active, you're not losing your muscle, or really you're not losing your power, maybe a little bit, but it's better to let your body, like your muscles, fully recover before you start the cycle again. That's very important. The thing I used to do that was wrong is I wouldn't let my body recover fully, and I'd keep breaking it down, and you start like you stop making gains when you do that. So, but the cool thing about the elliptical is when you're doing that, you're doing your whole body literally at one shot, and your cardio and your fat. It's like the machine that does it all, man. You can just do that and your body will get in shape. It's a pretty cool machine, the elliptical. But that's pretty much all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. You know what to do. And like I said, let my videos run in the background so I get them watch hours are slowly starting to come back up. It's really hard to get watch hours, man, for some reason. It really is. That's the problem I have. And it is hard to get subs too, really. I mean, some people have no problem getting zillions of subs, but I guess you have to have more of a professional profile to be doing that. But it's weird because there's some profiles that got like 2 or 3 like stolen videos and they got like thousands of subs. It's ridiculous. But I don't see my route. There it is. Let's see if it'll work today. Y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you later. See ya. Did it work? Of course not. See ya.